Hello and welcome to the Siren's Tale Tarot. This is Siren and I am here with your February predictions. So how we are going to go about this pick-a-card is I pulled 4 oracle cards. We will have 4 different piles. So here we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Close your eyes, meditate on these cards, and pick the card that you feel most drawn to. And usually that's just the first one that pops out in your mind or the first one you feel drawn to. That pile is probably meant for you. So go ahead, meditate, pick your pile, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile 1. This is the Siren's Tale Tarot. I am Siren, and I am here with your February predictions. So I've pre-pulled the tarot cards, have our oracle cards here on the side. But first, let's start with the oracle card that you felt drawn to. So this card is Champion. Now I'll read the letters here. To advocate, to support, to defend, to empower, to stand by something with commitment and conviction. A call to action card. So this is a hint that this month, February, or this upcoming month, it's going to be very action oriented. It's going to be about getting stuff done, being productive, and certain just working towards your goals and reaching towards your goals. So let's reveal our tarot. So we have the 6 of Cups, the Alien, the 9 of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Cups. So to start off with the Alien, it's still part of the typical tarot, but it's pretty unique to this deck. This is the Starman Tarot. So we're going to take a look at this. It's a pretty big guidebook, as you can see. So we have the Alien. So this typically represents the Hermit card, but there's a special meaning to this. So I'm going to read a part of this. So with the Alien, it says, know your worth. You are perfect the way you are. Be free. Seek answers within you. Go deeper and understand more of the universe. Take the time to do something you've never done before. And typically with the Hermit, representing the sign of Virgo, so we could have some Virgos right here, especially with this 9 of Pentacles energy. But typically with the Alien, the Hermit, it's all about going inwards. It's about sort of not really becoming a recluse, but just going inwards, taking some time to isolate. But in this deck specifically, this is about embracing yourself, being unique, and not being afraid to follow your path and follow your intuition, which I think is beautiful and pairs well with the Champion card. But let's go back. This card really stuck out to me. But each card sort of represents a week of each month, and I have another tarot deck right here where we'll pull some clarifiers, but first we're going to go through these main energies. So to start with, we have the 6 of Cups, and I think we're still in Mercury retrograde. We're going to be in Mercury retrograde until the beginning of February. So the 6 of Cups can really be still sort of reflecting on 2021, reflecting on your goals, reflecting on your past. Perhaps you can find yourself sort of romanticizing a past friendship or relationship that you've had, getting the heartaches, maybe even thinking about reaching out to somebody from your past or somebody reaching out to you. But overall, this is a very reflective energy, and if used properly, a really great energy to be in, right? Because we're still, it's still the beginning of the year, and coming into February, the shock of it finally being 2022 may not have hit you quite yet. But with the 6 of Cups, you're really going to start to sort of wrap that energy up and be ready to embrace this new year, the new energy, and the new opportunities that will be coming your way. And here we have the second week, which, like I said, there will be a shift, right, with the Hermit. Like, you're really going to sort of like wrap up this reflective period, and you could be focusing either a lot on spirituality right now and how to sort of coincide your spiritual goals with your material, your physical goals, with the 9 of Pentacles right here. Like, you're trying to sort of find a way to map it all out or to have it all. Like, you want to be able to have that material fulfillment, that emotional fulfillment, while at the same time feeling like you're making spiritual progress or slowly like ascending and raising your vibrations more and more. But this is definitely like if you've been hesitant about a certain path or project or whatever, or if like people maybe have criticized something that you're super passionate about, this is your sign to embrace it. Like embrace this path, embrace this calling that you have deep inside you, because it can really take you to a lot of places. Like you've already done a lot of foundational work. I feel like you've done so much work already. Like you're prepared to sort of enter this better and more prosperous chapter of your life. And with the Nine of Pentacles for the third week, you could be seeing some sort of like something positive related to maybe career or finances, maybe a promotion, like your wishes being fulfilled. Like maybe you've been working so hard to get a pay raise or get a new job or a new position, and you could be seeing some sort of good news in that department during the third week of February. And this is around where when we're going to be seeing a shift into Pisces season, so that boost, that like water, that shift from this hard, sharp air energy of Aquarius, which gives us a lot of clarity, gives us a lot of energy boost, but going into that dreamy Pisces, it can really sort of help you to manifest this to happen and to manifest any like positive things happening, going on, especially with home too. This can also speak to home and family, especially with this Ace of Cups energy right here. Because this can show that maybe you're trying to manifest even a new relationship. Even it may not even have to do with career for some, but you could be trying to manifest something that you've been longing for a long time, and you're going to finally start to see things coming together, falling together as they're supposed to. And for the final week of February, we have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is all about new beginnings, new starts, new relationships. You could be meeting some new friends or a new potential partner, and just making new connections. This can also speak to the birth of a creative project. So you could be starting something new, like a new school, new class, just new inspiration going on. End of February, beginning of March. And this is a great, like I said, this is a great energy, especially for Pisces, going to Pisces season. And it just showed like February is going to be a pretty solid month for you. These first 2 weeks may feel a little shakier. This upcoming, or the first week of February could feel a little shaky. You may be feeling maybe a little bit down in the dumps, but your underlying energy overall for the month is Champion, which makes me feel like there's going to be blessings coming your way in February. Further ado, let's pull our clarifiers. Pile 1, February 2022. Pile 1, February 2022. Give me some clarifying energy. Give me some clarifying energy, please. These, nope, that's too many. It's being difficult today. The King of Cups, so yeah, emotional fulfillment is coming your way. You could be finally letting go of a past connection too, learning to make peace with somebody from your past. Learning to just flow and let go of your need for control. Come on, clarifier cards. Pile 1. Actually, this one is meant to come out. Yeah, resolving conflict. So with the Hermit, you could have actually been having some emotional struggles for a while, issues with your interpersonal relationships, as well as your relationship with yourself. With this in reverse, but you're gonna be resolving that by going inwards and reflecting and bringing more of this like positive energy, reflective, shifting your paradigm. You're definitely going to be seeing a lot of conflict resolution and things finally starting to come together, especially because we have the 5 and then we have the 6 of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is all about, it just means that you're going to probably be very stable, especially with this Nine of Pentacles coming out. And you could even be in like a pretty, like your financial situation can improve, especially if things have been rocky over the last few months or so, last 6 months. You can see improvement with that. And a lot of this is like a give and take too. So if you're in a situation where maybe you need to borrow some money or ask for help, don't be afraid to do so. And vice versa, if you're in a position where maybe you can afford to give a little more, could bring you a lot of good karma to do so. Don't mind the police car sounds in the background. It's pretty noisy over here. See, now, one last card. Come on. It really never takes this long. I don't know why it's been so difficult. Finally, two wanted to come out. Let's just take it. So we have two, yeah, things are really going to be picking up for you in the end of February. Like, things may feel a little slow at first, but it's because everything is starting to finally fall together for you. With the Knight of Wands, and then we have the King of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be bursting with energy. You're really going to be ready to just go forth, chase after your goals, chase after your career, perhaps dive into this new relationship, right? Like, you're sitting here and you're ready, right? You are ready. Like, you're wrapping up the final ties of this cycle that you're in, and you are ready to embrace these new beginnings. You're ready to experience this abundance you've been working so hard for over the last few years, and it's all going to finally start to come together. You're going to start to look in the mirror and finally see the person that you've been working so hard to try and become over the last few years, and it's just really great energy, really beautiful energy pile. Pile one. With further ado, we will let's keep this champion card on top, right? You are a champion. And let's see what other messages are here for you. Pile one, February predictions. Pile one. Pile one, February predictions. So, I should take them all. So yeah, Eureka, right? Things, yeah, some things, like, you could even have some sort of clarity or just this moment of realization in the beginning of, or second week of February, where you're like, wait a second, like, this solution or this idea or like this way forward has been here this whole time, and you're gonna have a really great breakthrough, especially with this high road right here, right? You're really going to be seeing an uplift. Know thyself. Getting to know yourself better. That coincides with the Hermit card, right? You're gonna start to understand your own patterns in your life, your own karmic cycles. You're gonna just have a better understanding of how to interact with others. Yeah, aggressively hydrate. So you're really gonna see a lot of productive energy. Not only with like what I've been talking about with like this career, finances, even relationships, but you're gonna see a lot of breakthrough too with your inner mind, with your especially if you have been trying to work through some trauma or mental health issues. You're really gonna break down those barriers that you have within yourself and come and not truly heal. Yes, that's the right term for it. You're gonna really start to truly heal and embrace the unconditional love of the universe. And with aggressively hydrate, yeah, just learning to take care of yourself better. And it's funny, water card on top, but yeah, this is great. And then I have a few more oracle cards to pull, and then we can wrap up your February readings. So let's see what comes up. Pile 1, February 2022. First house, look, I am, right? Focusing on the self, right? Because one of the biggest, and what's coming to mind right now, is that when you learn to transform yourself, when you learn to transform that inner world and your paradigm of how you see yourself and everyone around you, when you start to have more of a positive outlook on that, that's when your external world starts to change. All of a sudden, when you embrace this more positive outlook, you get all of a sudden these new people come into your life, better friends, better job, and better relationships, and you really start, it's just, the relationship you have with yourself or I guess like the relationships I got back was the relationships you have with other people around you. It's just a reflection of the relationship you have with yourself. So let's see what else comes through. Pile 1, February 2022. Aquarius season. So yeah, Aquarius season will be really great for this transformation. So this can mean that maybe the sun is in your 12th house. The sun can even be in your 1st house right now. You could be an Aquarius ascendant. Or you could be a Pisces ascendant as well. Another house that's great for transformation is like also 8th house as well. And here we have the sun, or we could have some like Leo energy here, somebody with a Leo sun or an Aquarius sun. But yeah, the sun. So yeah, you're definitely going to be coming into yourself. You're going to be learning how to express yourself in a healthier way, how to express your creativity. I think for some people, especially if you're a creative person, artistic person, you're really going to start to have a lot more inspiration in your life in the month of February. And really start to, like I said, know thyself, right? You're going to be exploring yourself, your interests, your hobbies, your passions. And at the bottom of this pile, we have the sextile, right? Like things are just like integration. Things are going to be coming together in a harmonious way for you. This is great. And to end it off, I'll pull one more of these cards. And here we have acceptance. Yep. So perhaps part of the Six of Cups energies is like coming to terms with your past, or coming to terms with the mistakes you've made before. Maybe you've missed out on some opportunities, or you've just made some decisions when you were young, like some dumb decisions when you were younger. And part of this process of healing yourself, healing your relationship with yourself so you can later experience this abundance is acceptance, right? And this Mercury retrograde energy, like as you come out of it though, it's going to really help you accept the parts of yourself that you maybe have had trouble accepting or acknowledging before. But just remember though, you are a champion and this is your energy. You are a champion, right? Maybe create some sort of mantra about this for the month of February, but you have some great things coming for you, pile 1. I hope this reading resonated. I hope it helped. If you want more content, check out my link in the description below. I have an Instagram I post actively on. But anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for your support and have a great February. Welcome, Pile 2. This is the higherself Tarot, and I am Siren with your February predictions. If you felt drawn to Pile 2, this is your reading. So to start off with, I have pre-pulled the tarot cards. We have some tarot cards, another deck over here for some clarifiers. But to get started with, let's look at the card you felt drawn to. So here we have norm. Normalcy, arbitrary, rigidity, conditioning, tradition, conforming, belonging, acceptance, pattern, flexibility. So norm. So you probably felt drawn to this card because either in February you will be breaking norms or breaking expectations either you have set for yourself or others have set for you. Or you could find yourself wanting to conform, but I feel in this case, February is going to be all about breaking the norm, breaking your limits, and breaking your boundaries. So let's take a look at your cards. We have strength for your first week. We have the world for your second week. So 2 major arcana cards already. We have the 5 of Cups in reverse for the third week, and then for the last week and going into March, we have the 10 of Cups. So we have some really great energy, and pile 1 too had some really positive messages. I feel like too, astrologically, things have softened up just a little, because last year we had some more particularly harsh transits than usual. So February may feel like things are finally able to move forward again, especially with Venus and coming out of retrograde January 29th and Mercury coming out of retrograde in the beginning of February. So things may feel things will start to pick up more. Things will finally start to happen again. Delays will probably not be delays anymore, but with the first week of February, we have the Strength card, and the Strength card is all about mental resilience, finding that inner power, finding that inner drive, and just channeling you know, how powerful you are, how beautiful you are. And with the Strength card, especially if these retrogrades have hit you pretty hard, maybe you like went through a breakup or some sort of loss of some kind. The Strength card, once all these two planets are out of retro, you're really going to start to recover. You're really going to start to build up that inner power. And you're just going to be ready to tackle this month, tackle this year, and you're going to be reclaiming, right? And I feel like that's a big word that's coming through right now, is reclaim. Reclaiming yourself, reclaiming your power. Yeah, February is going to be really just constructive for you in terms of, you know, just finding yourself again, especially if you did go through some sort of like loss, or like some sort of like some things just didn't go your way during the this retrograde period. Because here, like for the second week, we have the World, so maybe you have been thinking about switching careers, or maybe you're just going through this big self-transformation process where, you know, you're making changes, you're finally taking action needed to chase after your dreams. Like, you're not letting anything or anyone hold you back from what you want anymore. And like, you're setting boundaries, you're standing up for yourself. Like, if you have perhaps some toxic family members that want you to go down a certain path, or want you to just do something that does not align with what you want, or what your intuition aligns with, you know, you're gonna like find this power to stand up and be like, no, this is not what I want, this is my path, this is what I see for myself, and I'm gonna do it, and either you can support me or you can get out of my life. So yeah, a lot of really strong boundary setting. Aquarius season is really going to help empower you in that regard. And for the third week with the Five of Cups in reverse, for those of you, I really feel like there are those that are going through some sort of like job loss or breakup or something, right? Like during this retrograde period, you may have been cradling, you know, these heart achy feelings, this like maybe even victimization a little, sort of just down in the dumps, being more irritable than usual. Well, this third week of February, you're going to like officially be coming out of that. You're going to be healing, or you're going to be healing. You're going to be wrapping up these loose ends so that way they don't hold you back later on this year. And yeah, and you're going to be resolving these issues, and you're just going to be taking care of yourself on an emotional level as well. Like, you're not going to be too hard on yourself, right? Because this is a journey of self-love. This is a journey of reclaiming yourself, and part of that journey is being able to go back and reflect on where you came from, reflect on this energy, and to do the self-work and shadow work necessary to make sure that whatever these lessons were that hurt you before, that they do not happen again. And you're going to be super empowered in that regard, letting go of people that are toxic and no longer serve you. Yeah, this is pretty powerful energy, especially with the fourth week of February going into March. You have the Ten of Cups. Right, this is emotional fulfillment, right? Like, I really feel like you're going to be like getting rid of all these toxic people, or you're not going to be afraid to sort of shut the door, whether it's like physically or figuratively, right? You're going to be shutting the door on all these toxic people or toxic things in your life, and you're going to be embracing the people that do love and care about you, embracing things that support you and uplift you instead of staying in structures that only serve to bring you down, right? Breaking the norm, right? This is your theme, breaking the norm, right? You're gonna be doing what people don't expect of you. You're gonna be surprising people, and you're gonna probably be pissing them off, but who cares, right? This is your life. But some really great constructive energy for you this month, pile 2. Let's see what clarifiers we have for you. Pile 2. 3 of Swords. Yeah, I definitely feel some of you definitely have gone through some sort of breakup. Maybe losing a friend as well, or just you've been dealing with like toxic people, or like the same type of toxic people for a while, and this retrograde period has really helped to open your eyes to how toxic this really is in your life and how bad these people are in your life. And that's where the Strength card is going to come from, because you're probably going to have a realization moment where you're like, you know what, it's either I continue to put up with this for the rest of my life, or I can stand up for myself and I can set healthy boundaries for myself, and they can either choose to not be toxic anymore and be constructive, or like, look at that, the Strength coming out again, right? you are going to be standing up for yourself. You're going to be standing up for what you want, right? And you deserve it too. If you ever have moments of doubt where maybe somebody's like gaslighting you or guilt tripping you and stuff, no, don't. This is your sign, right? You are meant to set these boundaries. You are meant to choose yourself, especially with the Knight of Swords, right? You are gonna, yeah, you're just really going to be setting boundaries. You're going to be laying out very boldly and clearly, this is who I am, this is the path I'm on, and you, just some powerful energy, right? Like, if this is a breakup, whoever this guy was, maybe he's not even guy or girl, sorry, I'm going with the flow, whoever this person is that could have maybe, like, the breakup could have been about, this person could try and come slinking back into your life, and you're gonna have the power to be like, no, right, you hurt me, what you did to me was wrong, or blah, 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 and you're gonna be able to stand up for yourself and be like, no, this is not the energy I want in my life. See, one more card. Let's see, pile 2. Pile 2, February 2022, come through. Cards are being difficult. February. February 2022. It's too many. February 20 there. Whoa. I did have a feeling more than one card was meant to come out, so let's take it. So we have, yeah, the 3 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. So you could be considering moving even too, like making a big change or a big like leap of faith, changing jobs. But you're really like planning for your future right now. You're revamping, like the end of February, beginning of March. You're really going to be looking at how you can align most with what you want to do with your life, and this could involve a move, and this is your sign saying yes, this is what you feel drawn to, this is what you're aligned with, go for it, right? And the 6 of Pentacles too can show that financially you could be starting to plan for whatever this shift or change is, balancing budgets, looking at like financial plan, whatever it is, right? Like just planning to create this future that you want for yourself. Okay, let's see what other messages are coming through for you. Pile 2, February 2022. Cord cutting. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of ex energy here or past relationship. Doesn't even have to be like a relationship, but there's some energy here that's sort of sitting in you, that's holding you back. And this is a sign that it's like, yeah, it's time to cut cords. It's time to like just move on, right? You have so many great things coming your way, right? A potential move. Yeah, the past, and yeah, another message too, the passing of time, right? This energy, I don't necessarily recommend cord cutting spells, but with the passing of time, you know, like this this figurative, this astral level, these 2 candles right here will burn out, and eventually this cord, this energetic connection will fade away over time, and you'll be able to like, just basically the more time you put between you and whatever this connection is, or whatever this energy is, the more you'll just be able to heal and embrace more of your inner power. Here we have, until the day breaks and the shadows flee away. So yeah, basically the sun comes up, right? You have great things coming your way. So if you do find yourself a little caught up on this 3 of Swords and 5 of Cups in reverse energy, you have, like you said, and the shadows flee away, right? Things are going to get better real fast, and before you know it, you're not even going to be thinking about all this sort of more heavy energy that you may have been sitting in the last few months. Here we have burn the idols, so I feel like this fits well with like breaking the norm, right? You're really going to be breaking the norm, like screw, and I see this as very much screw what your parents think, screw, that's it doesn't even have to be parents, it could be anybody who isn't really supportive of what you feel drawn to do, right? But like expectations of what society expects of you, or what your family, friend, whatever, like forget about that, sort of like, screw that, right? Screw that. Go after what you want. This world is changing, and it changes so much with each passing year. New opportunities present themselves. Crazy things are just popping up, coming in and out of our lives, becoming trends, not becoming trends, right? Like, you know what's meant for you deep down. And sure, you can like be in some like dead end job that will keep you financially stable, but you're not really living, are you, if you're not really giving yourself the time and energy or the chance to chase after what resonates with you. And here, let's pull some more cards. So pile 2, February 2022. Pile 2, February 2022. So here we have Kazemi and the heart. And then we have too many cards. Pile 2, February 2022. And let's actually take this. So we have Uranus and second house. So yeah, definitely Uranus. This and like Aquarius, you know, all this Aquarius energy, right? Breaking the norms, breaking expectations. Uranus could be one of your dominant planets, perhaps. But yeah, innovation, discovery, individuality. Yeah, definitely February. Your theme is breaking tradition, not conforming. And with the second house, there is a focus on self-worth as well as a focus on finances, perhaps, right? Like for some of you, you could really be considering a big career shift that could affect like your second house energies a lot, which is like finances, resources, material possessions, right? If you're like moving or you're planning to move, you may have to get rid of a lot of stuff. You may have to, you know, invest a lot of money into maybe planes, whatever it is, right? But a lot of your focus will be on the second house, which is like your belongings, how you value yourself. And here we have this Kazemi card. And so I'm going to read this from the book directly. So this is, let's go, it's an asteroid, I believe. Where is it? We have Lilith. We have the vertex. Okay, here we go. So Kazemi is purifying the soul. Kazemi, which literally translates as in the heart, is a very rare astrological event that occurs when a planet's center is in close conjunction with the sun. So it's basically, it's sudden inspiration, purification, a powerful visualization that brings good luck to one's life. So basically this energy is, like this is your sign, like you have a lot of good luck coming your way. You have the universe on your side. So you're really just going to be truly blessed for the month of February. And to end the reading off, we will pull one more of these cards. One more message. Okay, we have polarization. So this is a shadow work card, so something to look on. However you fall into extreme attitudes or thinking, however you failed to consider nuanced and alternative perspectives, how have you been subjected to the inflexibility of others' beliefs? So whether it's maybe other people expecting you to subject to their own beliefs or expectations of you, or perhaps you yourself can be a little inflexible. But overall, like, take this message of polarization as it resonates with you. But this about wraps up our energy, our card tarot reading for February 2022. I appreciate it if you've taken the time to watch your reading all the way to this point. If you're interested in more content, I post written pickacard readings as well on my Instagram. So if you want more content, check that out. I am also open for personal readings. Thank you, and I hope you have a great February. Hi, this is the Sirenanimations Tarot with your February predictions. If you click this pile, this is pile 3, and this is your reading. So here, the oracle card that you picked is consciousness, archetypes, collective, reality, individuality, narratives, awakening, mind, attitudes. So this card coming out, are you guys feeling drawn to pick this card, is this month will be very spiritually oriented for you. It could be a big focus on mental health perhaps, or just increasing your awareness of yourself and the world around you, and just really sort of learning how to get more in touch with your higher self, your spirit guides, or even just the flow of the universe, the source. So I have your tarot cards already shuffled, and we'll be pulling clarifiers later on. Let's take a look at the main energy. So each card represents a week for the month of February. So here we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Six of Swords, we have the Four of Wands in reverse, and we have the Four of Swords. So we have definitely some interesting energy here with the Ace of Wands in reverse, and this symbolizes the first week, is that these retrograde periods could have been pretty rough on you, and this energy itself, Aquarius season itself, may never really be much of a great time for you. Not that it's always like a bad time, but it's like sort of like maybe a meh energy for those who have picked this pile. And the Ace of Wands definitely shows, or is like a warning that you could be more irritable than usual during the beginning of February, impatient, impulsive. So this is just your sign to avoid being impulsive and to try your best to go with the flow. Because here we have, theme of consciousness, right? Going with the flow, awakening, bringing more awareness to yourself and how you interact with others around you. So Ace of Wands energy, definitely, it's a time to go, right? You could be diving into work, or you could be really busy at work, and you could be tempted to maybe rush over things too much or get work done in a rush, and perhaps this means that you cut a couple corners. This is your sort of sign saying try to avoid doing that. Do your best to be as patient as possible, be as thorough as possible. Aquarius energy can sometimes push us to feel like we need to rush, or we need to be quick, or we need to get things done fast, when in reality, take your time if you need to take your time. So this is a lot of your energy, and this could also mean that somebody could be irritating you as well. There could be someone in your life that could sort of be pushing you at your wit's end, because with the Six of Swords in the second week, this signifies a transition or walking away from something. So and this could also just mean getting fed up with your current job or career or partner, and this could signify a need to walk away from something, or finally building up the energy or courage to break away from something that's sort of been making you feel trapped, irritable, sort of out of control for a while. And the Six of Swords is all about a necessary transition, moving from one chapter of your life into another chapter, and you don't really know where you're going quite yet, but it's like you have faith that wherever you're going is going to be better than where you are right now. Especially with the third week, we have the Four of Wands in reverse, and typically upright, it signifies a celebration, a party, like some sort of celebration, but reverse, it signifies a personal celebration, a personal victory, maybe you lost the 5 pounds you wanted to lose, something like that. And with this card, especially with the Six of Swords, I definitely feel like this is very much an internal victory for you. Maybe you set some boundaries, or like I said, you could have been wanting to walk away from whatever this is for a long time. You could have been wanting to make this change for a very long time, and you're gonna be able to finally make this change, and you are going to be celebrating that. And you're not going to be throwing a party or anything, right? You're just going to be very appreciative of yourself. You're going to be taken sort of as a reward to yourself. You're probably going to have time where you're going to be taking care of yourself better. You're going to be nurturing yourself. Especially, you know, going into March, we have this Four of Swords energy, which is all about rest, contemplation, relaxing, taking care of yourself, taking a needed break. Especially because, like, this is, you know, Aquarius season has been go, 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 lots of change, lots of rush, lots of, you know, transitions going on, and going into Pisces season, things will finally slow down for you a little, just for a bit, and you're going to have some time to, like, relax a little, and really just enjoy the energy, because everything's going to be go, go, go at the beginning of February. And let's take a look at, and part of this too is that you could be realizing that you're, like, not aligned with your, that you're not really aligned with your higher self right now. You're not really aligned with the path that you feel like you should be on, and something's going to just push you over, and you're going to be like, you know what, I'm done putting up with this, I'm done being treated this way, and you're going to make these necessary transitions. Especially because we have the Four of Swords coming out in reverse right here. You're definitely feeling burnt out, or beginning of February at least, you're definitely feeling overwhelmed, burnt out, sort of like just really fed up is the energy I'm getting. And yeah, we have three. You could have some very, I feel like there's a lot of work-related energy, and this could even be friends as well, but you could have some very, like, toxic coworkers or some very toxic people in your life that sort of just want to bring you down, even a toxic partner. But with the 3 card, I'm definitely getting, like, toxic coworkers. Everybody's, like, working for themselves or working for their own success instead of coming together and working collectively to uplift each other. And you're just, like, sick of that environment. You're sick of that energy. You're not somebody that wants individual success, if that makes sense. You want to feel like you're a part of something bigger, like you're working towards a collective success, and where you are right now is just not fulfilling you in that regard, besides it, you know, just being toxic. You could just be getting underpaid as well, just like a crappy job overall. Yeah, so yeah, definitely, like, a lot of transformation going on. Like I said, Four of Swords in reverse, like, you're getting fed up, you're tired, you're burnt out. You know, you're dealing with some people, and this could even be like a customer service job too. You're just dealing with some very toxic people, draining people, energy vampires, and you're just ready, right? You're ready to go, and you're finally going to be like, you know what, I am done. This isn't worth it anymore. Especially with this Knight of Swords energy, you're going to be asserting your boundaries. You're going to be, you know, like, you're not really sure where you're going. You're sort of going with the flow. You're going with the punches, but you know that, like, you know, look, this horse is flying, he's up in the clouds, but wherever he's flying, you know, it's going to be better than how it is right now. But one warning, I guess, with this energy as well is to not be too impulsive. Don't just jump right into the next thing. Make sure you take some time to sit and think about where you're going to go next, what's next for you, because at the bottom of the original deck pile, we do have the 3 of Wands. So you could even be looking to move, right? Move somewhere else, get out of where you are right now. But the universe is saying to wait. Wait, sit on the energy, right? You don't have to take action right now. Now is definitely a good time to start planning and getting ideas of where you want to go or what you want to do. But wait, right? Wait. Because this Queen of Wands energy is coming your way. But to get there, you have to have some faith in the universe and let things fall together as they are supposed to. Because here we have the 2 of Cups as well. If you're in a relationship right now, you could have a very supportive partner, or a partner that will be able to help sort of take care of you in the meantime or help support you. Or if you're single, this is a sign too that during this, like, rest period, maybe you can come across, like, a partnership, or somebody new could be coming into your life, and maybe that's why the universe is saying to wait, because maybe you are meant to stay, like, at the location you are, because you're about to meet somebody who would change your life. Obviously this won't apply to everyone. This is just a message that's coming through, but I sense that there is, like, this could even be a really close best friend as well, right? That will be there to help you through this and help you through these transitions and help you figure out what could be a next move, a next step, a next solid move for this pile. Alright, and without further ado, let's get into the oracle messages. Pile 3, February 2022. Tra-la-la. Yeah, basically, yeah, you're like, you know what? Who cares? I don't care anymore. This isn't worth it. You, like, there's a fine line between, like, enjoying life too much and then not enjoying it at all. And I feel like whatever the situation is, like, you're just stressed all the time. You're not really, like, enjoying things anymore. And this is like, yeah, tra-la-la, you know? Live your life, right? You only get one life. Okay, yep. So yeah, then we have Eureka. Yeah, so definitely, yeah, look at this, right? With like this energy, like you're gonna have this realization where you're like, you know what? This is toxic. I can't recognize myself in the mirror anymore. Whatever situation is, it is just draining you, and you're gonna be like, you know what? I am done, right? I'm done carrying other people's baggage. I'm done dealing with stuff that isn't even my job to begin with. And with this carrier weather, right? This is gonna be a difficult transition for you, right? But you're finally going to be able to focus on yourself, focus on your own energy, and focus on your own development. And you're able to just go whatever direction you choose. And things financially will definitely, I feel like broke is the beginning. So whether this is leaving a relationship or leaving a job, you may feel like you're emotionally and materially broke for a while. And it could even be both, right? But broke is the beginning, right? Things will get better, things will improve eventually, and it's difficult right now, difficult to work through right now, but definitely something like you will be freeing yourself. And at the bottom of the deck we have, show me your original face, the face you had before your parents were born. And this card is all about, you know, like getting down, getting to know your higher self, really getting to know yourself on an extremely deep level. And this energy this month is going to really have you go back down to, like, you know, who were you, know, what were your passions as a child, what fulfills you, and you're really going to be sort of questioning, you know, like trying to figure out what the best path is for you once you're able to finish dealing with this situation. Let's see, cards come out. So we have waxing. Yeah, this is waxing gibbous, and we have Cancer. So we have some Cancer energy here, waxing gibbous. Yep, alignment, refinement, nurture, patience, evolution. Yep, you are going to be aligning with your energy. You're going to be aligning with your higher self in the month of February. Like I said, we had this consciousness card, right? You are going to be aligning. You are going to be changing your reality, and you're going to be doing what makes you feel fulfilled. With this Cancer energy, I can sense that maybe, like I mentioned before, how you may feel fulfilled, like helping others or working towards a cause that's greater than yourself. And with this Cancer energy, right, this is like your sign that perhaps something along this path or along these lines could be good for you. And here for our third card, we have Saturn. So boundaries, limitations. So yeah, setting boundaries, living whatever the situation is. And Saturn is also all about self-discipline as well, right? Because we have, you know, broke is just the beginning. So it just, you know, you're going to be hitting a crossroads where you're like, is this the life I want to live anymore? Or do I want to make a different, better change for myself? And here we have, you know, Aquarius. Every single reading so far, I've had this, like, you know, some sort of planet that corresponds to Aquarius in some way. And as we're seeing a lot of planets, right? Capricorn is going to be moving in, sorry, Mars is going to be moving into Capricorn, or it will be in Capricorn for February, right? So yeah, definitely a lot of Saturn energy coming through, and Saturn is in Aquarius right now as well. So Saturn is going to be playing a big role into how February will play out for you. So it'd be definitely worth it to sort of look into this transit, look at what house Saturn falls into, and how that energy corresponds with your chart. So let's take a look at one last card, and then we will end this reading. Pile 3, February 2022, and the last messages. So we have 2 cards come out. We'll take it. So we have Justice and Privilege. So Justice, we have consequence, vengeance, law, order, protection, immunity, legitimacy, falsehood, truth, fairness, punishment, karma. And then we have privilege, which is advantages, limitations, sheltered, resources, entitlement, indebted, freedom, superiority, inferiority, and shared reality. So these two cards together, yeah, I definitely feel like whatever like situation you're in, it definitely isn't really fair, or you definitely aren't being treated right or being treated as you should. And that's going to be like the biggest reason why, you know, this Three of Pentacles in reverse, you know, toxic coworkers. And you're just basically going to be standing up for yourself, and in a sense that will be your own form of justice. But take these cards as you will, and with the privilege, right, you could even be like dealing with a lot of privileged people a lot, and it's kind of, you know, making you sick, right? Because if you're somebody who does like live paycheck to paycheck, and, you know, broke is the beginning, and you have struggled to get by, and you could just kind of just be fed up with dealing with these people who have no understanding of what it's like to live your life, or just like work those type of jobs, if that applies to you. But take these messages as you will, however they resonate. I hope overall that these are your messages for February 2022. I hope they resonated. If you want more content, check out the link in the bio. I post on my Instagram a lot. I even post written pick a card, so if you feel so inclined to do so, please go over and give me a follow. I appreciate your support in watching this video, and I hope you have a great February. Welcome, Pile 4, to the Siren's Tale Tarot, and I am here with your February prediction. So I have the tarot cards already drawn up here, the oracle card that you felt drawn to, and there will be another tarot deck over here on the side that I will be using later to draw some clarifiers, along with using some other oracle decks. So to get started, let's take a look at the oracle card you felt drawn to. So we have Revenge. It's a shadow work card. So your theme for the month will be shadow work, going inwards and just trying to resolve maybe some inner conflict or breaking toxic patterns or habits. And here we have, where in your life have you acted out of resentment instead of compassion? How have you sought to cause pain to ease your own pain? How can you best navigate strong negative sentiments and damaging actions from others? So this card is all about going inwards and recognizing, how do you take out your issues on other people? How do you project on to other people? Right, and this like energy will, or these lessons will really cause you to go inwards and maybe go back to your childhood and just look back, saying, how have you been taught to maybe take out your anger and frustration in a toxic and negative way? Did your parents teach you that? Did you teach yourself that? Like, where could you have learned this from? And just going inwards and learning how to find better outlets and ways to deal with this energy. So with these 4 tarot cards, each represents a week for the month, and overall we will pull the underlying themes and messages for the month of February. So to start with, we have the Page of Wands, Princess of Wands in reverse. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles. And we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So to begin with the beginning of February, I sense that you're just in these retrogrades have only really seek to like aggravate you in a sense, or like sort of bring back like parts of you or stuff that you have maybe repressed. And the universe with these retrogrades is really pushed to weed out or to bring out all that stuff that's been bubbling underneath to the surface. In February, like it's just, I feel like it just really shows a journey of you trying to push that down and to just continue pushing forward, but it's going to continue coming back up and up and up until you learn how to deal with this energy. With the Princess of Wands in reverse, it shows that you could definitely be taking this out on other people. You could be irritable, you could maybe be acting selfishly, right? Like pushing people away and being like, and just refuse, like shutting down on people, ignoring people, and just being really stubborn and set in your ways and refusing to like maybe listen to other people. Like when somebody says that maybe you need to go see somebody or maybe you need some help, so on, you could just be very defensive with that and shut them down. And when you shut them down, you inherently, you know, that revenge, you take out that inner trauma onto other people. And this is a sign, like, just, and this isn't like oh, this is what you'll do, but this is an awareness of like this energy could be sitting within you, just being more irritable, mood swings, just being back and forth all the time, not being able to focus and concentrate. That this is some of the energy that could be present during the first week of February. And then moving into the second week as well, right? You're still like, with this energy, this more difficult or challenging energy to deal with, right? The second week of February will be very demanding of you with the Two of Pentacles. You're really going to have trouble balancing work life with like your social life, right? You could be very inclined to sort of forget all about work or to forget about your responsibilities and go out and do like whatever you want. And the universe is saying, like, no, you need to learn how to balance, right? You need to learn how to balance so you can create a successful life for yourself. And if you don't, you're only going to repeating those same negative toxic cycles until you're left all alone and have like nobody in your life, or nobody will want to be a part of your life because you refuse to accept help and you refuse to try and help yourself. If this comes off a little too harsh, this is just how the energies are being channeled, but this is like a wake-up call message for those that this message this won't resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate by now, then this isn't your reading, and perhaps you should go pick another pile, or this video just isn't for you. But this Two of Pentacles, right, you're really going to be pulled, like the universe is going to try and make you find a balance between work and your social life, and learning how to prioritize what's important and what's not important in your life. And with the Eight of Pentacles right here, and I feel like this little push, this nudge in the right direction may help you, because with the Eight of Pentacles, it really shows the grind. So within your job, school, whatever, right, you're really going to be grinding, you're going to be working hard, and you're going to be pushing to build solid foundations for yourself. Like, you can look right here, you can see this man, he's working, he has all these different things going on at once, and he's working to create a better life for himself. So in a sense, I feel like this energy may help you, and it's may helping you push you in the right direction, but it's pretty slow, right? Because Pentacles energy is very, very slow, and it shows that these foundations and like this balancing act you're developing for yourself, it will happen slowly over time. But I feel like your energy, you could have some fire energy in your chart, will really demand you to just do stuff instantaneously. You could lose focus and concentration really fast. And Aquarius season for the month of February is really going to try and help you to slow down and maybe be like, wait a second, maybe you should practice focusing more, keeping constant, whatever, keep learning how to stay focused on something for more than a few minutes, and just learning to put solid work into something instead of just getting distracted all the time. And with this last card here, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this just signifies like going into Pisces season. This could be probably a difficult season for you, maybe, or just like a rough stop, because Pisces is all about going in depth, right? It's an emotional sign, it's a water sign, and I feel like whatever you're trying to push down at the beginning of February is just going to resurface again at the end of February, and it's going to be in the form of maybe like more mental health issues, like feeling entrapped, perhaps being tempted to make poor decisions, or throw yourself back into another karmic cycle. And if you look here, normally upright, it shows somebody who's trapped, right? And then you see this little person right there, another person who's trapped, your mind, your emotional body, and you have all these crows, and it's like this person is putting themselves in their own coffin, and they're, and in reverse as well, they're hanging upside down. And this just tells me that you are, it reminds me of the Hanged Man a little, like you are like putting yourself in this coffin, and then you're just letting yourself hang there, you're letting yourself sit there, instead of maybe using this Wands energy or this fire energy to try and do the work and to help break you free from these restrictive cycles, from these detrimental cycles that will only like bring you maybe more misery than is necessary, with this reverse energy, and with all these crows flying around too. So this is like, I guess, a warning, like maybe make mental health a priority at the end of February. Treat yourself gently, but at the same time, stay focused at the goal at hand. You can't just throw everything out the window because you're in a bad mood, or because you're not feeling like it, right? There's balance, right? Balancing work and mental health, taking care of yourself versus, you know, doing what needs to be done, right? Now let's go into our clarifiers. Yeah, we have the King of Wands. So, like, you're definitely going to be, like, ready to get out and do, like, you're going to be you could be very impatient at first at the beginning of the month. You could be sort of like, you know, January, we're back in the grind, no more holiday, no more Christmas, you know, no more holidays to look forward to. And now you're going to kind of be like, man, I'm really stuck in this grind, and it's going to be a long time, and you could kind of find yourself feeling a little trapped. But, like, on the flip side, right, you could turn this, like, impatient energy into something more productive, right? Channeling leadership skills, channeling, like, ways of, like, also just controlling impulse better, right? You could get random impulses that are probably bad ideas and just learning to get a better handle on that and grow yourself in that regard. What else? Oh, this fell. So again, then we have the 10. Oh, then we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. So yeah, you could be overburdening yourself, or you could be, you could have a lot of work to do. You could have a lot to balance, and in a sense, you could be somebody that is reluctant to ask for help or reluctant to accept help and let people just help you work through stuff. And this month is really going to try to help you break your walls down, so you do start to accept more help, accept support from other people instead of trying to manage it all on your own and then seeking help after you've made everything a disaster already. Like, learning to stop, reflect, and be like, you know what, I'm not doing okay right now, or I don't think I'm making the best choices right now. I need to stop and talk to somebody before I do anything else. And that's, like, a more constructive way that you can use this energy to grow and gain more awareness, you know, of your patterns. And, you know, like, this month is all about self-awareness. You know, how can you bring more self-awareness to your own behaviors, and how can you work to sort of fix those, like, become more aware of those destructive behaviors. And these two cards came out, so we're going to take, let's see if they want to come out reverser. So I think this one is upright, and yeah, let's take these both upright. So yeah, because there's, you know, there's definitely a lot of positive energy here, and I know I'm like, this could be making you nervous or like more like down in the dumps sort of, but this is because, like, there is some stuff you need to work through so you can get to this positive energy, right? There's a lot of positive underlying energy, and it really tells me that the universe is trying to push you, pile forward in the right direction, to push you to grow, to push you so you can succeed, right? Because 3 of Wands, right? This speaks to moving, travel, you know, planning your future. And 9 of Cups too is also wish fulfilled, emotional fulfillment, right? Like, this 8 of Pentacles, like, learning to focus on your work, working on yourself, developing yourself will give you fulfillment, will make you feel fulfilled. Not all this other external garbage, or like just pleasing your impulses or pleasing your desires instantaneously, but learning to have more self-control and just being like, you know what, like 9 of Cups, like, you do feel fulfilled. It just takes work, it takes prioritizing, it takes balance to get there, and it takes freeing yourself from, like, this mental cage that you probably have, that you could have been in over the last, like, few years, months, or however long. And with the 3 of Wands right here, right, this speaks to, you know, good things are coming for your future if you just put the work in, right? You have 2 paths right here. You have the 8 of Swords in reverse, and then you have the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands, you know, travel, new changes. Well, this is, you know, just repeating the same cycles, right? You have an opportunity in the month of February to break free, you know, to do the shadow work and break free and move forward, right? And here at the bottom pile energy, we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is also very much a wish fulfillment energy, career success, finally achieving a goal, even financial abundance as well. So you just need to trust in the work that you're doing, trust that, you know, trust in the universe, and trust the direction that the universe is pushing you on. Take a look at these oracles. So here, quiet desperation. So yeah, you could definitely be somebody who, you could be reminiscing the past, maybe reminiscing somebody, right? Maybe you're somebody who can be in toxic relationships, and you could be somebody that's like waiting for somebody to reach out for you, waiting for somebody to connect with you again, like quiet desperation. And let me tell you, this past energy, this person, they are not coming back. This chapter is gone. It's over. With quiet desperation, right? You're waiting for a phone to ring that will never ring, right? You are being pushed forward, and that means leaving people, situations, whatever it is in the past, right? It's time to move forward into what the future has in store for you, right? You've enjoyed the moments, you've had those moments, and you know, and they've lasted, and there are good times, and there are always good things to remember and good experiences to have, but you have better experiences waiting ahead for you as well. With dimensional shift as well, right? You're definitely like, you have a chance to shift your paradigm, right? Shift your outlook on life and shift your outlook too, and like working on yourself. You could be somebody who's like resistant to that, resistant to digging deep. With this dimensional shift, you're definitely gonna have an opportunity to just really change that paradigm and come to a realization where, like, you know what, it's time to grow, it's time to let go, and it's time to just look forward to the future. And here we go. Here we have, they know not what they do. So this is saying if you're hung up on something from the past, or you're just like hung up on past mistakes or what other people have done for you, this is just a sign saying that some people, how they talk to others, or maybe some stuff that other people have done, you know, they don't really understand the magnitude or the impact that it has had on you. And like, the more you become sort of aware of that, they know not what they do, the more you'll be able to find peace with your past and peace with all this like conflicting, aggravated energy, and you'll be able to move forward to this season of the witch energy. And season of the witch is basically like empowerment, inspiration, being able to manifest whatever you want, manifest your future. This is a pretty good energy, to have a pretty good energy that you have awaiting you. Now let's pull a few more oracle. Oh my gosh, cards. So we have interesting. So we have Taurus, Leo. So we have fixed energy right here, and then we have 3rd house energy, Gemini energy, and then we have 12th house energy, so mutable. And then we have 2 fixed. So like definitely, like, you could be somebody who's very fixed, very stubborn, very set in your ways. You're very set in your cycles with Taurus, right? And Leo, right? Very stubborn energy, very passionate, very fiery energy. Let me actually pull one more card. Yeah, Jupiter. Yep. Theme for the month: expansion, growth. But you're like moving from this very fixed, stubborn, it has to be your way energy to this very free-flowing energy where you're going to just let the universe guide you. You're going to let things happen as they happen instead of trying to control the outcome. Because here with the 3rd house, right, I'll read these little tidbits. This is the house of the mind and ideas. Here is where we see the concrete thinking, thoughts, communication, mental agility, and the capacity to relate to the most immediate and daily social environment like siblings or neighbors. This I think, and then I connect. Or this is Aquarius, I'm sorry, not Pisces. Aquarius is fixed energy too, my bad. I was looking at the Roman numerals, but Aquarius energy. So this is also fixed energy too, but this is all about I connect, right? So learning to have better and healthier connections with the people around you, resetting foundations. So you could be somebody that has like fixed energy in the chart, so like Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. You could even have some Gemini energy in your chart. And then Jupiter too, there could be some Pisces or Sag energy as well. But I'm sensing a lot of like fire energy and fixed energy for those like that feel drawn to this pile. But with the 11th house, house of friendships, groups, and social activities where we are involved. It covers teams, friends, groups, society, technology, projects, and social media, as well as originality, eccentricity, social justice, rebellion, and humanitarianism. So yeah, like going into Mars, like you're going to be going from this fixed, stubborn, stuck energy and moving sort of into the more mutable, like making new connections, meeting new people, networking, and just embracing a more positive mindset. Especially with this Jupiter right here, right? You have a chance to grow, expansion, gratitude, enlightenment. you know, just growing up. And let's pull one more card, and then we will wrap up your reading. Pile 4, February 2022. Pile 4, February 2022. I'll just take these. So yeah, progress. Yeah, look at that. We're talking about, you know, making progress, moving in the right direction. The need to do that shallow work. Progress, movement, growth, evolution, improvement, perfectionism, stagnation, and breakthrough. So yes, you definitely have the chance, you know, to make these breakthroughs and to break out of this more low vibrational energy and uplift yourself. And here we have empathize, which is empathize. There we go. Words are hard sometimes. But to share feelings with another, to consider the perspective and reality of another, and to give your heart space to another. So with this card as well, it could show that you need to be kinder to yourself. You need, and also maybe kinder to others as well. You need to, like I said, a lot of this is, you know, situational awareness, developing more self-awareness. And something you could probably bring more into your life is this ability, right, to understand how your actions impact others, and perhaps understanding how the actions of others also have an effect on you, right? It's all a cause and effect chain. And here for the last card, we have bias. So, like, where can you be biased? Like, how do you perceive what empathy is? Do you see it as something that's weak, or do you see it as something that's a tool to be more constructive and to build better foundations for yourself, right? Bias. This card right here has the ability to either negatively or positively impact your progress. And because empathy is something that's very important, and I feel like this is sort of the energy that could be the driving factor for your progress for the month of February. But anyways, take these last few messages as you will, whether they apply to you or not. If you have watched this far, thank you for watching this reading. It means a lot to me. If you want to see more content, go to the link in the description and check out my Instagram. I post on there often. But otherwise, thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great February.